Hi everybody, it's Vicki here with the Hip Kit Club and I'm designing again with the January kit. My task today is to scrap using a cut file, and Kim Watson designed this fantastic butterfly which subscribers can get in the store, on the website at the moment. And you can't see it very well at the moment, it's on my mat and I'm just covering it in some clear gesso, but in a second you'll be able to see it. So I let that dry and then I pulled out the Prima fine shimmer sprays, and they're really, really shimmery when you put them on. So I just put some of this pink one, which is called Wild Raspberry, and the yellow called Spring Dandelion over the cut file. And I'm now using some water with my brush just to spread it around. Because of the gesso, the water is fine. I can do the water and there's no issues. I left this on my silhouette mat while I was doing it, so you can see it hasn't caused any trouble to my mat, so that's all fine. I'm just doing some splatters there, and it reacts really well. The yellow on top of the pink looks really, really lovely. So I just dried that off, and I'm taking it all off the mat now. Because it was still very slightly damp, it took me a little while. So I've just cut through that with the power of video, so it's all out now. And I did tear it a little bit. You can't really see that. I just glue it up later. So, okay, so I know I want to put it onto the side of the page, and I know I want to use that Dear Lizzie paper because it's just gorgeous, the black and white stripe. So I want to have the butterfly sort of angled and overlapping the black. So I just put black on that 1/3 of the paper, and that's roughly where I'm going to put the butterfly. So I think the next thing I do is just put some splatters. Oh no, hold on a second. So I pull out the photograph. It's just a photograph of my goddaughter there, looking very sweet. It was a few years ago. She's 18 now, so I don't get many pictures of her now. But and it's black and white, and I thought it would look really good with the black and white paper. So here's where I put on some splatters. So I just put a few of the two colours onto the background. So it's very subtle once the butterfly goes over, but it just adds that little bit of extra dimension beneath it. And I just dry that with my towel. There we go. So I start to mat up the photo with some of the Project Life cards. And now I'm going to put some foam onto the back of the butterfly. This takes me a while. I just cut lots of little pieces out, and so I'm going to also skip through that because you don't need to see that. But I just use sticky back foam, that sticks to it, and then I put glue on the reverse, which you'll see me do in a second. So there we go, glue on all of those bits there. It felt like it took longer than it looks. So here we go, so I'm sticking that down, so you can see that one of the wings sort of hangs off of the edge there, which I'll cut off later, but I'm just trying to stick it down. It's because of the mixed media bending the paper a bit, it was sort of, a bit bendy when I was trying to stick it down. Those two little bits came out of the wings, those two heart shapes, and I really, really wanted to use them, but I couldn't make them work. So I'll keep them for another layout because I think they're really lovely. The shimmer on there is just gorgeous. So now I'm just pulling out all the embellishments from the kit to see what I can make work in there. So I've got some chipboard frames, and I'm going to use one each side there, so I'll cut them in a moment just to frame, and I can keep those frames for later then. And I also took a couple of the centres out of those chipboard frames, so I've got a couple of flowers there as well, which I'm just putting in now. And the puffy stickers, I pulled one out there which I didn't use, but I am going to use some soon. Just sticking down the photograph there, and those chipboard flowers are also stuck down. So again, I tried to use the swirls, but I can't make them work, so I put those to one side to use again later. Now I'm going through the die cuts to pick out some things that I like. And I'm going back to the puffy stickers. I've decided to introduce some of this really deep blue. It's almost black, so it kind of fits in with the black and white paper, but I think that that works quite well to pull that in. Okay, one of these hearts which has got the yellow and sort of a peachy colour to match the paper beneath the photo, and also, as you'll see in a second, the alphabet that I'm about to put on. So this is the gorgeous, gorgeous alphabet from Pinkrush, and I'm in love with it. It's just so, so pretty. I put on some different colours there, but in the end I just opt for the two colours, the sort of very pale pink and the peachy colour. And my title is Sweet Girl. Okay, just stick that back down. Those pesky wings keep flapping back up. That's the title. And then just one of these phrase stickers there, which I'll put beneath it. I cut the ends off as well because it was a bit long for blank space at the ends. And then my tassel bow, which I'm really pleased I've used, and that's on there too. And I think that's the final layout. Oh no, just a couple of small flowers just added in from the die cuts. Those were the free printable die cuts, those flowers. And that is the final layout. I hope you like it. I hope it gives you some inspiration for the cut file and the mixed media if you get the colour kit. There are some close-ups. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.